Thanks, Jeremy. Hi, everyone. I'm John Cameron from Indiana University. I'm a white male with blue glasses and shoulder-length brown hair in my home office. And today my lightning talk is just live demo, hands-on with Avalon Media System. So I'm going to show a little bit more in depth some of the new stuff in the release that we're just about to do. So let me reshare my screen so I can get my browser up here. Let's see. Great. Okay. Yeah, so here I am on our development server. 7.2 is going to be out probably within a day or two, released on GitHub, but for the time being, I'm just doing the demo here. So this is, first of all, just our managed content for a specific collection. So Avalon, is made of collections full of buckets of items. And one of the things that we have recently added is the ability to add contact email and website. So people representing their collections in our repository, wanted to have more of a connection or I guess way for people to get in touch with them, or, sort of redirect them to other sources. So we have added this in. And here you can see what it looks like to the end user. So this is the landing page for my live demo test collection with the contact email and the website as I've linked it above. So I've got two example items here in my live demo collection. Ignore the fact that this isn't streaming because this is our dev server, but I'm going to show off a few things. So one is if I go back to my administrative page for my collection, down here, we've got the default access controls, our laundry list of access controls that you can apply to the item level. And we added this button, apply to all existing items, which I'd mentioned before, just kicks off a job that rewrites the access controls for all of the items in the collection according to whatever the current default access is. So this is great because before, we would have really, really large collections with a very large number of items. And before, you might have to go to your selected items, do this update access control. It was technically possible, but you still had to manually select, however many thousands of items you had per collection. So with that change, it's very easy, click apply. We've also added the ability to say, hey, do you want to keep your special access entries? Do you want to keep IP address ranges or other stuff, or do you want to just blank them out? So that's sort of like a little convenience feature. And then if I go into one of these, so you'll see a few different things. One is here's an item with two sections. And in this details page over here, we have it tabbed now. So we've got this new files tab here. And this shows all the supplemental files that have been attached to either the section or to the item level. So we really wanted to make sure that you could associate an object with either. And if I go to the edit page here, let's go to manage files. So this sort of shows the different layout that we've done. So before, a lot of this information was in the structure section of the edit page. And now this is just for structural metadata. So we do still do, structure editing, rearranging here, but manage files is where you can actually now go to edit specific files that you've uploaded. So we've moved the captions and then the ability to add a supplemental file. And again, that could be any binary file. I can click here and edit the label that goes around to a hyperlink. And then down here is a new section for item level supplemental files. And again, we can go there. And then if I go to preview, by default, we have it set, I think it's set up for download. Yep. So that'll prompt me to download this file. So in addition, one thing I didn't touch on earlier is we have this access restrictions little panel down here. That's so that it's explicit to everyone who is viewing the item what the access level is, whether it's collection staff. So it's kind of like, why do I have access to this? Am I in a special group? Is it because it's available to everyone in my unit or my department, et cetera? And let's see. And then over here, I'm going to show. So I've got these two items from my test demo collection selected. And one of the things that we've done is add this merge. So you can see we sort of like fleshed out these administrative tasks that you can take on a selected set of items. And merge is a way to, basically moosh two items together, and the combined files will be, sort of accumulated into one. And then when you go to take the action, you select which object you want to, basically hold the metadata. So you can do either or. Let's do cats. So I click merge, and then it'll kick off the job, merging one item into cats. And if I click that, now I can see that the two sections from my cats item and this other section from my skyline item are combined into one big thing. In addition, you can see that it's retained the supplemental files that were on this and all that. Let's see. So that's really everything. I'm just about time. Oh, the other thing to note here is we've keep sort of fleshing out this manage administrative tab too. So now we have a link directly to Sidekick from the manage navigation bar. Before, this route was always accessible, but it was kind of buried. And in terms of, admin usage, it's kind of a common task to hit up the Sidekick dashboard and see what has failed or is in process. And I'll conclude with that. I think I'm just at about time.
Thanks, John.